Hey guys, I'm a Forester here with a review of my SIG P365 handgun. Now I've made one video of me putting my first 100 rounds through it successfully. Since then I've taken it to an indoor range and I put another 150 rounds through it without any hiccup. Now I'll continue practicing with it, but I'm already confident enough in this handgun to use it as my everyday carry. The old Miller Lite ad, "Tastes great, less filling," kept coming to my mind as I prepared for making this review video. The P365 competes well with other handguns that are both larger than it and handguns that are similar in size to it, and I think it beats them both. The SIG P365 tastes great when compared to other pocket nines as it holds an extra 4 rounds in the magazine, and it's less filling when compared to larger handguns with a similar capacity. I think it's in the perfect niche, the right capacity at 10+1, and it fits in my pocket. Let's go to the tabletop for a closer look. Okay guys, here we are at the tabletop. And first off, I want to say I carry my P365 in this DeSantis Nemesis holster. It works well either in cargo pants or roomy slacks. And I just lucked up with how well it fit the 365. Covers the trigger guard and fits in there very well. I didn't have to spend any extra money on another holster. I like the option of carrying this on my belt also though, so I may get a leather outside the waistband holster sometime in the future. I haven't bought a Ryan Grizzle holster in a while. Now the gun is unloaded, it has an empty magazine, and there's nothing in the chamber. Guys, as in all my reviews, I'm going to focus on the most important aspects of this handgun. There's plenty of other videos with minute detail. Now the very first impression I had when I got this gun in my hand was how small it is. You see, my hand pretty much covers it up. Yet when I got it in my hand, it impressed me with how solid it felt. After watching a lot of YouTube videos of it, I had the impression that it was a larger handgun. And that's why it's important to handle and shoot a gun before buying it. Now size-wise, the 365 is comparable to 2 other 9mm handguns that I own. Let me put it side by side for a comparison with my Car PM9. They're similar in just about every dimension. The other gun I would compare it to is my SIG P938. They're very similar also. I think I pocket carry these 3 guns equally well. Which gets me to my first major point. This gun holds 10+1, and 10+1 is always going to beat out 6+1 in round capacity. And that's the taste great aspect of the P365. 11 rounds should be enough to get the job done. 7 rounds might be cutting it close. Now the only downside to the 4 extra rounds is weight. And 4 rounds, let me get them for you to have a visual here, 4 rounds right there weigh an extra 1.7 ounces. But I'll take the extra weight to be able to carry 11 rounds in my pocket. I'm trying to figure out when I would opt to carry anything other than the P365 as pocket carry. In a very low-risk situation, I've still been carrying my C-Camp and my Ruger LCP, but the P365 has made my Car PM9 and SIG P938 irrelevant. The 365 just tastes great when compared to my other pocket carry options. So what about the less filling aspect? And it's all about what you're comparing the 365 to. If I'm not going to pocket carry, then my 9mm of choice is my Glock 26. It's reliable and it carries really well in this DeSantis Slim Tuck holster. The Glock 26 is larger than the 365, especially in barrel length. It's a little bit wider in handle grip, but they both carry the same number, 10+1 rounds. The same round count as my 365. So why carry 11 rounds in a larger handgun? Well, if I shot the Glock better, that would be one reason. But I went to the range and I was shooting for accuracy. Let me get my targets out here. So I shot at different distances. Here's 5 yards. Here's 7 yards. Here's 10 yards. You know, that's a pretty good group. Here's another 10 yards. And here's 15 yards. And I just make the point that my hand could cover most of those hits. Now, I shot at 7 yards again. And I shot right hand only, right here. That's an excellent group at 7 yards for me. There's another right hand only, a little more spread out. I went left hand only, and it was spread out just a little bit more, but again, my hand will cover that, all those hits. Here was both hands, which it tightened up considerably, and then I wanted to end really concentrating on the target. Both hands at 7 yards, and I ended up with that right there. Really pleased with the results. Now, if you've watched my videos, you know that I'm not the best shot in the world, but I'm satisfied with my accuracy with this P365. So with the same round count, I'm going to go with the less filling P365 over the Glock 26. So what else is noteworthy that I've noticed about the 365? And first off, I really like this sight picture with these 3-dot sights. The big dot green front sight is really easy for me to pick up on. Now, I know that there's a SAS version of the 365 that's coming out soon with these snag-free sights, but I would still opt for this version. Now, second, for such a small gun, I can get a firm 2.5 finger grip on it. It does come with a second magazine, and the second magazine has this finger extension. With that in place, I can get a full 3-fingered grip on it. It feels like a much bigger gun this way. Now, the takedown is very easy, simply by locking the slide back, dropping the magazine a little, and then rotating this takedown lever, and off the slide comes. Neither my car or my SIG P938 take down anywhere near that easy. Now, it has a very unique trigger feel, and this is the fourth thing that I've noticed. I've heard it described in a variety of ways. Some feel that it's just too mushy. Others feel that the trigger pull is too light. Now, let me demonstrate. There is some take-up without any pressure at all. Then there's a little travel with minimal pressure, and then the unique snap. Let me do that again. I would say it's predictable. It doesn't take me by surprise, and I wouldn't say it's heavy, but it's not what I would call crisp. It's something that you just need to judge for yourself when you get your hands on this gun. Personally, I like it. So is this the perfect handgun? I'll let you in on a little secret. I've unloaded and put up all my handguns except for this SIG and my Ruger LCP. And for the last month, this SIG 365 has been my EDC pocket gun, my truck gun, and my bedside table gun, and I feel well protected. Like I said, tastes great, less filling. Y'all take care.